Yeah guys, it's getting dark, close to sunset, but I still wanted to show you how we have been preparing our home in the last 3 days for Hurricane Milton. So you can see most of the stuff is removed from the fence, from almost everything, and we have boarded up the windows, something like that. I go a little bit closer so you can see what we have done exactly. So we have been using these clips. I think they are called Pro Hurricane clips. If you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing into the description of the video. By the way, I've been securing this board here on the right side, on the left side, also on the top here and here, because I didn't have enough of these clips. Yeah, 2 for such a large window is not a lot. So we added some screws, similar thing here, and that's the largest window. And so we did also a little bit more. We have 4 clips here in total, and then some straps to strengthen everything, because it's a really huge window. And just about 2 weeks ago, when we had Hurricane Helene here right in the middle, we noticed that this beam was very, very weak. It's just, I think it's just more or less a little bit plastic or so behind. So I wanted to protect this as much as possible. Then let's go here to the next window. Same thing here. 1 big plywood sheet. It's a single one. We had to cheat here a little bit on the left and right side, so we didn't have to combine several pieces. It's really just one, so it's 4 feet wide, but we have added this beam here. Should make it pretty strong, and also the 4 screws up and down here, and same thing here on the side. Can see all these windows. By the way, that's the south side where we have been most concerned, but at the moment it looks like most of the wind will come from the east. What we have down here are sandbags. Probably we are going to put one in the back and then open the gate here, put it there, and secure it with 2 sandbags in the front, because last time we have seen that this thing was shaking like crazy. You can see there is nothing here. There should be something here. I don't know if other type of fence have something. When the wind was blowing with 70 miles here, I was fearing that the thing would break, and I heard from neighbors that they are usually open the gate and put it here. That's what I'm going to do. I have some cameras left, not many. 1 for a time lapse and about 2 or 3, something like that. I've secured them with more screws. Here again, the windows. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get enough large plywood sheets. So what I did, I bought some 2x4 and combined them. And you can see I have added quite some Hurricane clips up and down. Remove this camera here. Then the shed here, also a little bit a concern. I think this thing is attached with some chains. I see, I mean, I didn't install that. I bought it like that. I've also seen that the previous owner connected the shed with the base or the foundation. But that's very, very old wood, maybe from a hurricane 20 years ago. So I added some small pieces. They are not super large, but I mean, I'm not expecting that it's shifting to the side. It would probably just try to lift it up, and so like that. I think it has enough hold. I've put 6. You can see them, 1, 2, 3. And exactly same thing on both of the sides. And that's the mess in the back, which we have to update at some time. But since we had 3 hurricanes in 2 months, there was no time to really finish this project here. We have cut down a little bit some trees. For example, the banana tree power pole is a little bit leaning from the last hurricanes. Then I've removed the large pole from the weather station. I've secured it into these concrete blocks very low, so it shouldn't be shaking. So I should have at least some accurate precipitation readings, but of course no accurate wind speed readings when it's so low. That's impossible. Of course, I'm very concerned regarding the pool enclosure, but as long as the hurricane stays south of us and we'll have some east wind, and east will be over there. By the way, west is there and north is there. So I expect most or the strongest winds actually from behind. So it should be a little bit protected, hopefully. And especially this large tree shouldn't fall on us as long as we don't have very strong wind from the west. Then you can see I've boarded up also the windows here, 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 and there, the whole west side here. That was an easy one. Here I've combined 2 boards up and down, combined in total only 4 clips, but they have a very strong hold. I think no matter how much I pull here, it's not moving. These clips are really nice and they fit for different sizes from 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. You just have to be careful depending on how thick the wood is. You have to reduce the size a little bit more or less. So usually they suggest to take the normal measurement from here to here and then cut it to 1/2 inch less. That works for very thin, I would say maybe 1/2 inch boards, but if you have thicker ones like here, 3/4 of an inch, you have to leave much more gap. Maybe I'll cover that in another video. Similar thing here, a full board from the roof down to the bottom. I've added 2 beams here to make it a little bit more stable everywhere, actually on all the 4 windows. If I forgot to mention, we are here in Tampa Bay, Pinellas County, very close to the beach, or at least very close. When we turn to the left side, to the west, I would say about 300 yards in this direction, there is some water, like ocean water from the intercoastal. And so here we are in evacuation zone D. And here in this region we have full evacuation for evacuation zones A, B and C, but we are on D. Our neighbor here is also D. I don't know why she's D. I think she should be C, but she doesn't have to evacuate. But the neighbor over there, maybe we can see that better when I move here a little bit along, that one has to evacuate. The thing is a little bit lower here behind. Yeah, let's get into the cage. So you can see that here I've also boarded up this window here, but not the door, and also not this window. And here I've attached a time-lapse camera. I hope I can catch some nice footage, some nice decent action. And here we have some nice place here. I mean, this is facing to the west, and so as long as the wind is mainly coming from the east, we should be able to be here and enjoy the show. So let's see. By the way, here when we look in this direction, the neighbor over there in this area, who is really next to our lot, has to evacuate. So we are really close. We are here at 19 feet above sea. Down there they are at around 15 feet. So they have to evacuate because it's possible to get flood up to 15 feet depending on where the hurricane hits. So if the hurricane hits north of us, it could be possible that we can see some ocean water here. That's insane. We are so far away actually from the beach. We have to drive 5 minutes to the beach, and now it's possible that we'll see some ocean water down there. I hope it's not happening. And so let's check here. Also big mess here because of all the hurricanes, everything. We couldn't finish our project, and now the AC is turning on. I hope I can still keep talking. Yeah, there's not much here actually. I mean, you can see there's just one window which we also boarded up, and there are the sandbags for the gates which we want to leave open. Here's a door which I think there shouldn't be a problem. That's north. It's possible that we'll have very strong wind from the north, and a lot of rain is predicted. You can see that the door is a little bit lower, so I think this should protect from water entering here at least too much. So leave it like that. Let's see what's going to happen. We are not very high, but we don't have any sandbags. By the way, there's the whole infrastructure here, but I'm not too worried because it's very flat, and then usually all the water is going down here. It's just a little bit higher, maybe it's something like that compared to there. So if there's more water, everything will flow down here, or at least that's the idea. And it has always happened during the last hurricanes. What I'm a little bit worried is these lines here. I hope you can see that. On the left side, that's the internet connection. Right side, that's the power line. Yeah, welcome to America, Florida. Unfortunately, because we are so low and there's so much water in the ground, it's not possible to put these lines into the ground. So you can see we have it here connected to the home, and I'm really worried, especially because of these trees here and also other stuff. And yeah, usually we lose power very fast during storms. We have a really nice, good tradition of losing power very early. And so we are back here in the front. The garage door, unfortunately, is very old. It's a double garage. I'm planning to put some beams in the center, add something. I'm also going to park the largest car in front of it to take away a little bit of the wind pressure. The storm is planned to hit tomorrow, so we are more or less prepared, I would say, except from the mailbox, which has been impacted in every storm so far. And so I'm definitely going to remove the mailbox. Regarding the neighborhood, it looks pretty clean. Yeah, my biggest concern, if there's some wind, strong wind from the northeast, that's this Bismarck palm tree. It has also some fruits. Yeah, it's getting dark, but I hope you can see that really huge chunks of fruits, and these things are really super heavy, and so I fear that they will fly right towards our home, especially towards our car if we have it in front of the garage. Another big concern on the left side, that's this palm tree. I don't know how large this is, almost 60 feet. I don't know, really super large from our neighbor, and she hasn't been able to cut it back. She tried that, but nobody showed up, and so this thing is absolutely insane high. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm also a little bit worried about this palm tree here. Showed quite some weakness during Helene, but other than that, at least we are not in a flood prone area. That's the good thing. So no matter how much rain we get, we shouldn't get major flooding, at least not here. But let's see what's going to happen. I have really no clue. Some predictions say we are barely getting hurricane force winds, while some other predictions are talking about 200-kilometer wind speed, which would be absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if this roof will really last for something like that, but we'll see. I think I've done what I've been able to do. 3 days preparation for everything. Yeah, it was a really hard job. A lot of shopping for the materials, a lot of cutting, a lot of screwing, a lot of gluing whatsoever. And so if you're interested how it will look after a storm, then just make sure that you subscribe to my channel. And so I hope I've been able to show you some impressions from our hurricane preparations here in Tampa Bay, Pinellas County for Hurricane Milton. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience during the hurricane, then just let us know down in the feedback area. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.